Shotguns. They're powerful, versatile, and when chosen wisely, an absolute blast. But not all boomsticks are built the same. Some jam more than a 90s boy band. Others fire when they feel like it, and a few are so bad they make you question if they were designed by someone who's never actually held a shotgun. Today, we're counting down 10 shotguns you should never buy unless you enjoy misfires, malfunctions, and the occasional accidental discharge. From pump actions that feel like you're arm wrestling a brick to semi-autos that cycle whenever they feel like it. We've got the absolute worst offenders lined up, so lock and load because this is one list you'll want to hear before you shell out some money on a new shotgun. Ready? Let's get into it. We begin with the Remington 887 Nitro Mag, a shotgun that aimed to be the Superman of the firearms world but ended up more like a sidekick with a knack for tripping over its own cape. Introduced in 2009, Remington designed the 887 Nitro Mag to tackle the harshest conditions, wrapping it in their proprietary armor-locked coating. This polymer finish was intended to make the shotgun resistant to rust and the elements, but many users found it added unnecessary bulk, making the firearm feel more like wielding a rubberized brick than a sleek, tactical instrument. But that wasn't all. The 887 featured a rotating bolt head, a departure from the classic 870 design, aiming for smoother operation. However, this innovation often led to more headaches than high fives, with reports of the action binding if not cycled with the force of a bodybuilder on pre-workout. Additionally, the oversized slide release, while theoretically advantageous for gloved hands, was awkwardly placed, leaving shooters fumbling in critical moments. Reliability issues plagued the 887's reputation. Users reported frequent misfires, light primer strikes, and a tendency for the action to jam, especially when the forend wasn't aggressively racked forward. These problems were made worse by the necessity to keep the slide fully forward to prevent misfires, a design flaw that left many questioning the shotgun's dependability. The final nail in the coffin was a recall due to unintended slam firing, a scenario about as welcome as a skunk at a garden party. By 2015, Remington quietly discontinued the 887, leaving it to fade into obscurity. The Remington 887 Nitro Mag aspired to be a trailblazer, but it stumbled over its own design flaws. For those seeking a reliable shotgun, it's wise to set your sights elsewhere. The second on our list is the Mossberg 500 Flex, a shotgun that wanted to be the chameleon of firearms, adapting to any situation, but sometimes it left you wondering if it was trying too hard to fit in. Launched in 2012, the 500 Flex was designed to revolutionize modular shotguns with its tool-less locking system, TLS, allowing shooters to swap stocks, forends, and recoil pads faster than you can say John Wick. The idea? One shotgun to rule them all, be it hunting ducks at dawn or defending your turf from zombies by dusk. In 2016, the 20-gauge version even snagged the NRA's Golden Bullseye Award for Women's Innovation Product of the Year, proving that versatility can be a double-edged sword. On paper, the Flex system offered a customizable platform to suit various shooting needs. However, some customers claim that the modular components can introduce points of failure, with parts potentially loosening over time. Additionally, while the system allows for quick changes, the added complexity may not appeal to those who prefer the simplicity and proven reliability of the standard Mossberg 500 design. In essence, while the Mossberg 500 Flex offers a high degree of adaptability, potential buyers should weigh the benefits of its modularity against the possibility of added complexity and maintenance. For those who prioritize straightforward reliability, the classic Mossberg 500 remains a solid choice. Next up, we have the TriStar Raptor, a shotgun that swooped into the market with the promise of being a budget-friendly semi-auto, but often leaves shooters feeling like they've been ambushed by a cunning velociraptor. TriStar introduced the Raptor series as an affordable entry point for those venturing into the world of semi-automatic shotguns. Available in various gauges, including 12, 20, and even a 410 variant, the Raptor aimed to cater to a wide audience, from hunters to sport shooters. However, it's the 12-gauge model that has garnered the most attention, but not always for the right reasons. Its gas-operated system is designed to reduce recoil, but in practice, it can be as finicky as a cat deciding whether or not to knock over your favorite vase. It has a synthetic stock, and its forend is lightweight and weather-resistant, yet some people complain that it feels as sturdy as a prop from a low-budget action flick. The magazine capacity is the standard 5+1, which is decent, assuming you can get through all 6 shots without a hiccup. Why steer clear? The 12-gauge TriStar Raptor has been known to exhibit inconsistent cycling, especially with lighter loads. Imagine gearing up for a day of shooting, only to have your shotgun play a game of will I or won't I with each pull of the trigger. Additionally, the overall build quality has been criticized, with some shooters comparing it to a bargain bin find rather than a reliable sidekick. While the price tag might be tempting, investing in a shotgun that might leave you hanging is like buying concert tickets to see your favorite band, only to find out they're sending a cover band instead. The TriStar Raptor is a budget-friendly option in the semi-auto shotgun market, but its performance can be hit or miss, literally. If reliability is your top priority, you might want to consider more dependable prospects. At number 4 is the firearms STF-12, a shotgun that burst onto the scene like the latest action movie blockbuster, promising tactical prowess and Italian craftsmanship. Designed for law enforcement and enthusiasts alike, this pump-action 12-gauge boasted modular features, allowing users to swap barrels and stocks faster than a Netflix binge. Its aggressive aesthetics, complete with a breaching muzzle brake, made it look ready to star in the next John Wick installment. However, not all that glitters is gold. Some users have reported issues with the firing pin, leading to unexpected failures at the range. Imagine gearing up for a day of shooting, only to have your shotgun decide it's on a coffee break. Additionally, the shell carrier design has been known to cause double feeds if shells aren't loaded with precision, turning your tactical reload into a slapstick comedy routine. While the STF-12's modularity is appealing, these quirks can make it as unpredictable as a plot twist in a Shyamalan film. The firearms STF-12 offers a blend of style and innovation, but potential reliability issues might leave you feeling like you bought a ticket to a blockbuster, only to find it's a flop. For those considering dependability over drama, it might be wise to consider other options. Next is the Winchester SXP, often marketed as the Speed Pump. It boasts a rich lineage tracing back to the renowned Model 1300, designed for rapid cycling and reliability. The SXP was designed to be the Usain Bolt of pump-action shotguns. However, while it promised to be a sprinter, some customers have found it occasionally trips over its own shoelaces. The SXP's claim to fame is its inertia-assisted action, allowing for swift follow-up shots. However, this eagerness can cause unintentional double feeds, turning your smooth shooting session into a clumsy game of clear the jam. It has a camo finish, ideal for blending into the wild, but several users have noted that the camo coating has a tendency to peel faster than a sunburned tourist. One owner lamented the finish bubbling and peeling after minimal use, making their shotgun look more distressed chic than tactical. Also, there have been reports of the SXP's bolt locking up during operation, leaving shooters with a high-tech club instead of a functioning firearm. In some cases, the bolt locked into the barrel after just a few shots, requiring disassembly to rectify the issue. So why should you avoid it? Well, while the Winchester SXP offers an attractive price point and boasts impressive speed, these benefits can be overshadowed by its quirks. The peeling camo finish not only affects aesthetics, but also raises questions about durability. More concerning are the operational hitches, such as bolt lockups and unintentional discharges, which can make a day at the range feel like a suspense thriller. In a nutshell, the Winchester SXP strives to be a frontrunner in the pump-action shotgun race. However, with its occasional stumbles, potential buyers might want to consider whether they're up for the hurdles or if they prefer a steadier contender. Coming in at number 6 is the Savage 320 Security, the shotgun that struts onto the scene like a budget-friendly action hero, promising to defend your homestead without emptying your wallet. With its tactical aesthetics and enticing price point, it seems like the perfect sidekick for home defense. But before you cue the heroic theme music, let's delve into its backstory and uncover why this shotgun might leave you more flustered than fortified. The Savage 320 Security, part of the Stevens line under Savage Arms, was introduced as an affordable pump-action shotgun tailored for home defense and security purposes. Its sleek design and wallet-friendly price made it an attractive option for those seeking protection without breaking the bank. However, as with many budget-friendly heroes, some cracks began to show in its armor. Its pump-action mechanism was designed for reliability, but some people have reported that the action could be as smooth as a rusty hinge, which led to feeding issues that made rapid firing more of a dream than reality. Also, its dual slide bars and rotary boat should, theoretically, enhance performance, but in practice, they can sometimes feel like they're auditioning for a role in a chaotic blooper reel, with reports of double feeds turning your defensive tool into a jam session. Then there's the synthetic stock and forend, which was supposed to be lightweight and durable, but in practice, can feel more clumsy and unpredictable than reliable. While the Savage 320 Security offers an appealing price tag, it's essential to consider the potential pitfalls. Reports of double feeding, ejector malfunctions, and actions opening without the release being depressed have surfaced, raising concerns about its reliability in critical situations. One shooter narrated an experience where the action opened unexpectedly, leading to an accidental discharge. A plot twist nobody wants in their home defense narrative. At number 7 is the Charles Daly 601. The semi-automatic shotgun bursts into the firearms scene with the allure of a budget-friendly alternative for enthusiasts, offering features that seem too good to pass up. Marketed as a versatile option for both hunting and sports shooting, it boasted a gas-operated system designed for smooth cycling, a synthetic stock for durability, and a fiber-optic front sight for quick target acquisition. On paper, it appeared to be the perfect companion for those seeking performance without the hefty price tag. However, as with many things that sparkle in the sun, the reality of the Charles Daly 601 didn't always match the initial sparkle. Users began reporting a series of issues that made this shotgun more of a plot twist than a hero's journey. One of the most glaring problems was its inconsistent cycling. Shooters found that the 601 had a tendency to jam, especially when using lighter loads, turning a day at the range into a frustrating game of will it or won't it. This unpredictability is reminiscent of a certain sci-fi franchise where the technology doesn't always work as intended. Moreover, the build quality of the 601 came under scrutiny. The synthetic stock, while theoretically durable, felt less like a reliable workhorse and more like a flimsy piece of driftwood. The overall finish seemed to lack the refinement found in more reputable brands, leading some to question whether this shotgun was ready for the big leagues or still needed some time in the training montage. In essence, while the Charles Daly 601 aimed to be the underdog story of the shotgun world, it often left users feeling like they tuned into a rerun of a show that didn't quite live up to the hype. For those who prefer reliability and build quality, it might be wise to look beyond this budget-friendly option and invest in a shotgun with a more established reputation. Next up is the Benelli Nova, a shotgun with the swagger of a blockbuster action hero, promising rugged reliability and performance that could make even seasoned shooters raise an eyebrow. Its futuristic design and the Benelli badge suggested it was ready to take on any challenge, from duck blinds to trap fields. However, as some users have discovered, this shotgun's plot includes a few unexpected twists. Some users point out a major flaw they've noticed after a few rounds of shooting. According to them, if there's even the slightest rearward pressure on the forearm, the gun refuses to fire. It's as if the shotgun has taken a page from a suspense thriller, keeping you guessing whether it'll go off or not. This issue seems to stem from the action sliding back just enough to prevent the firing pin from doing its job. Others have also shared experiences where their Nova jammed more often than a late-night talk show band. One user lamented that their shotgun consistently failed to cycle properly, regardless of the ammunition used, making each outing a test of patience rather than skill. In essence, while the Benelli Nova made its way onto the scene with a promise of being a top-tier performer, these recurring issues can make it feel more like a plot device in a drama series than a reliable sidekick. For those seeking a shotgun that delivers consistent performance without unexpected intermissions, it might be worth exploring other options that don't come with as much suspense. Coming in at number 9 is the ATA Arms Etro Shotgun, which entered the market with the promise of delivering performance without emptying your wallet. Hailing from Turkey, this semi-automatic 12-gauge aimed to carve a niche among budget-conscious enthusiasts. However, as some users have discovered, the Atro's performance can be as unpredictable as a plot twist in a thriller. One recurring issue is the shotgun's tendency to jam, especially when cycling lighter loads. Shooters have reported that the Etro can be particular about its diet, preferring heavier ammunition to function smoothly. This behavior can turn a day at the range into a series of unfortunate events, leaving you more exasperated than exhilarated. Additionally, the build quality of the Etro has come under scrutiny. Some owners have noted that the synthetic stock and forend feel less robust than anticipated, with occasional reports of cracks appearing after moderate use. It's as if the shotgun's exterior is auditioning for a role in a disaster movie, showing wear and tear that belies its initial appearance. So, in a nutshell, while the ATA Arms Etro aims to offer an affordable entry into the world of semi-automatic shotguns, its quirks and reliability issues might leave you feeling like you've invested in a suspense novel with too many cliffhangers. For those who prioritize consistent performance and durability, it might be wise to consider other options that don't come with as much drama. And now, the last on our list, the Hatfield SAS 12-gauge semi-automatic shotgun. This beauty made its debut in the firearms market as a cheaper alternative for shooting enthusiasts. Manufactured in Antalya, Turkey, and primarily distributed through retailers like Walmart, the SAS aimed to provide a budget-friendly alternative without compromising on essential features. Designed with a gas-operated system, the SAS features a 28-inch vent-rib barrel equipped with interchangeable choke tubes, allowing versatility for various shooting activities. The shotgun's anodized aluminum receiver and walnut stock with checkering offer a blend of functionality and aesthetic appeal. Notably, the SAS incorporates a unique gas inertia operating mechanism, where a short piston drives the bolt carrier rearward upon firing, facilitating the cycling process. Despite its attractive price point and features, the Hatfield SAS has faced criticism regarding its reliability and build quality. Users have reported issues with the shotgun's tendency to jam, particularly when using lighter loads. Additionally, concerns have been raised about the durability of the synthetic stock and forend, with some people noting that the materials feel less robust than anticipated, leading to potential wear and tear over time. So while the Hatfield SAS presents an enticing package for those entering the world of semi-automatic shotguns, its performance inconsistencies and build quality issues suggest that potential buyers might want to consider more reliable alternatives to ensure a dependable shooting experience. When it comes to shotguns, not every shiny option is a slam dunk or even functional. From the Remington 887's self-destructive coating to the Hatfield SAS's Jam Fest, each of these shotguns proves that a low price tag can sometimes come at a high cost. Frustration. Whether it's poor cycling, durability concerns, or designs that should have stayed on the drawing board, these firearms are more buyer beware than best in class. If you're in the market for a reliable shotgun, skip these misfires and invest in one that won't leave you clearing malfunctions more than shooting. Your patience and your shoulder will thank you. And that'll be all for today, folks. If you enjoyed our in-depth analysis of the shotguns to avoid, hit the like button and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.